you guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. My name is tyranobanks, whichever one you want to call me. And today we are doing a book review. And it's also, I haven't used my Canon camera in a long time, but we're going to use it today and see how this goes. But as you can see by the title, today we are reviewing The Cartel book number 1. Book number 1. I read this when I was maybe 15, 16, 17, somewhere like that. It was definitely 10 years ago. I read this 10 years ago. And when it first came out, it was hot. Hot in the streets. Hot, okay, in the literary world. It was just, you know, everybody was talking about it. And now, still years later, people are talking about it. And me personally, my favorite genre to read is urban fiction, and my favorite genre to write is urban fiction. So I decided to dive back into this world and go back to where it kind of started with urban fiction. I definitely reread The Coldest Winter Ever, but I wanted to dive back down into a series. So I picked The Cartel by Ashley and jaquavis, and I had a few things to say. I'm not throwing shade at anybody or anything like that, because yes, I am a writer, but I am also a reader, and yeah, I just take my reading very seriously. So to first start off with this book review, let's talk about the cover. I honestly don't remember this being the cover of the book when it first came out. I feel like this is like one of their updated covers, and I think it's pretty simple. It shows the city, little dollar bill in the back, some fire, and it has the title. I mean, it's a simple urban cover. You know that this is an urban fiction book. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start with the, I guess, the bad things that I would have to say is that I noticed like 2 typos. It was kind of like in the beginning of the book. One is calling one of the brothers the wrong name. So this book is about the Diamond family. Throughout the book, you know, they say diamonds are forever, this, that, and the fifth. And one of the twins' names is Monroe, and they also call him Money. But in this one scene, like, this girl is calling his name, and she's like, "I love you forever, Monroe Carter." And I'm like, unless I missed a point in the book where Carter is like his middle name. Last time I checked, that was his father's name, and that is his oldest brother name. I did not know that that was his middle name, and if it is, I take my comment back. But if it's not, that was a typo. And then another typo was before that scene was Monroe was driving this lady to her house, but instead it said Carter was driving this lady to her house. But then it went like a few sentences down, it went back to Monroe, and I was like, that's confusing, because that name was the first word of the paragraph that I was reading. But other than that, I didn't see like any more typos in this book. But to me, that's kind of interesting how this book has been out for so long, and it's such a big series, but I don't know if anybody else caught that. Now let's get into the good things, because I read that book in a day. It really took me maybe 5 hours, and it's because like I took a break and stuff like that. But I read this book in a day, and I do plan on reading the entire series. Honestly, I don't know if I read the entire series the first time, but I do plan on continuing to read the series. Now, like I said, this story is about the Diamond family. So there's Carter Diamond, there's Tyran, sorry, that's the wife. There's Breeze, there is Monroe, and there's Mecca. And then later on in the story, Carter's gonna appear. So basically, Carter Diamond is the head of the cartel, and he gets caught up and he dies. Okay, he dies. And so basically the Diamond family is at war right now with the Haiti cartel. And it's just a whole bunch of betrayal. A lot of betrayal, a lot of revenge, a lot of death. The murder mamas are introduced in this book, where we meet Myanmar, who falls in love with young Carter Diamond, and then we have Mecca, which I feel like from the beginning of the book, you'll see Mecca has never been like, oh, let me think before I react. His thing was, let me react. And he also thrived off of like money, drugs, and power. Whereas Monroe, his twin, was kind of like in the corner, you know, quiet. He liked to observe and mind his business. And I think the thing between those two was that Mecca really respected Monroe and like he really loved him. But where Monroe messed up is him sleeping with his brother's girlfriend. Out of all the women, you choose your twin brother at that. Your twin. Where have you been? But no, like you choose your twin's girlfriend to sleep with and fall in love with. Interesting. So that whole story with them unfolds as well. Do I think Mecca was wrong with how he reacted? Sorry, Lord. No. I don't think he was wrong with how he reacted, but I wish he would have thought before he reacted, because if so, all the other things that happened wouldn't have happened. All the other, like, he chose his fate when he decided to kill his own brother. Because it was also revealed in the story that his grandfather was like the head honcho, like the head man in the street. When he snapped his fingers, people can get killed instantly. And the moment that he found out that Mecca killed Monroe, he cut him off. He disowned him. He's like, that's not my grandson. He could have hit out on his own grandson. Who you know? He said, if you're disloyal, this is what's gonna happen. And Breeze, I don't know. I feel like there were like little bits and pieces of Breeze. I know later on in the series, like, it's gonna be a book focused on her and like where her life took a turn. So I won't get too much into that. But what I will say is, I'm kind of sad that like that happened to her, because she was really minding her business and she was entering her lover girl era, and that got snatched away from her. And she was told, like, I want to say even, who told her this? I think it was Carter, young Carter Diamond. He told her that she was a target. And I wish that would have stuck in her head, like, maybe I don't need to be out late at night. Maybe I don't need to do all this. Like, maybe I need to just sit and, you know, like, maybe I need to. But it didn't. And because she made those decisions, and because of the person that she was with also made those decisions, that ultimately chose, like, her direction of where her life was going to go. And then the ending of the book is what really, I was like, oh, like, I didn't remember the ending of this book, but just know that Mecca is very much crazy. Was he wrong for what he did at the end of the book? No. Was he crazy? Yes. Do I know what's going to happen next? No, because I don't remember. But as I do read this series, I will make a book review about each one. Honestly, this was a great introduction to the cartel. And I am hoping to, you know, see see it to the end. I'm hopefully y'all are here with me. Let me know if y'all read the cartel and what are your thoughts. And let me know about anything that I've said in this review. If you agree, if you disagree, like, let me know. I feel like the cartel it birthed all of the other cartel stories that are out there. Hands up, don't shoot. But for real, make sure you like, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel to keep up with the book reviews, the life vlogs, and any other video that I have coming soon. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.